Well, hey, everybody. It's hump day. What's going on, everybody? Just getting adjusted, getting fired up here for another hump day. Chuck may not be joining us. What's going on, Raz? Chuck is stuck in the truck yard. It sounded like his truck was getting maintenance, and therefore he does not have his stuff, not his normal stuff. What's going on, Thomas? I just had to go make myself a cup of coffee. Something try to pep me up a little bit for a little while here. Been lots of preparations going on this week. Chuck It is coming to the Eastern Shore for a week, and he'll be staying with myself. And so I've been trying to get the house and, well, work too and everything else in order for the stay. Sounds like, well, not sounds like. Yeah, he may pop in, but I would be surprised. I know. We all miss Chuck. It's just not the Chuck and Josh show without Chuck. But what's going on, Plummet? Thank you very much, sir. Very, very kind. Saturday, I'll pick him up in the mid-afternoon, and we'll probably have some dinner and just get him unpacked and make sure he's well rested. And Sunday, everything starts. Ray, what day are you guys coming? Plummet, I've seen you've been doing some flying more lately. Everything looking pretty good, looking pretty smooth. Tomorrow night, okay. So you'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and pull out late Sunday. I got you. John, you going to be around Sunday? I heard that there was a chance you were going to be around. Hey, your pullout game's got to be strong, not just for drones. Cool. Well, once we know more details, as far as time and all that other stuff, we'll let you know, but we'll probably make it, noonish. I would imagine noonish. Honestly, I've been bad at keeping in touch with these guys. I've been keeping myself pretty busy doing a lot of other things in the evenings. So been getting to bed a little earlier than I have in the past, things like that. Early and bring silverware. Yep, that's what I heard too. Yeah, that's awesome, brother. Well, Eric keeps truck stalking me too. He swung by the house today. I just happened to have literally started a phone call for work, and of course he's banging on the door. It's all about the dismount. Why did DJI give you a headache? I assume you mean because the field of view is too large, or seeing too much pretty in one place was just too much to handle. I was really impressed. Didn't fit my face really well, but looked really nice. But yeah, it'll be good. So Sunday we're gonna meet at the community college. Chuck's been looking for a rematch. There's a few things he wanted to get into there that he feels like he needs some redemption. It's become, I'll say, a normal spot for the rest of us. Not that we can't improve what we've been flying and fly a little harder. You know, you can always fly harder, but it's got a little mix of everything. And then to top it off, we're pretty sure that we're not going to have any problems doing a little grilling, a little hanging out. So, and then Monday, Chris and Joe Ford, myself, Chuck, and anybody else who happens to be around and interested. I'm pretty sure everybody else is going to be at work, but we'll find something to get into, probably something down Chris's way, Chris and Joe's. So southern eastern shore of Maryland, somewhere around, you know, Parsonsburg, Salisbury. And from there, we'll just play it by ear. We have a handful of spots that we can fly during the week, places that aren't populated by people. So we'll probably hit some of those spots, which is a shame because there's people like Eric who, again, will be stuck working and won't be able to join along. But because Friday will be Chuck's last fly day, and he'll be leaving Saturday. So anyway, I have the week off, and we'll be doing our best to make some rounds. Let's see. Oh, gotcha, the IPD. You know, I didn't have any problems with any of that on the units that I flew, but for me, the face fit was really bad. Like, I would probably have to hit Home Depot and just pick up some different, like, insulative foam strips, you know, something that really had some girth, because the units that I wore, like, there was light leakage all the way around, and I had a lot of pressure, you know, in places where it was kind of uncomfortable. But, you know, with Fat Shark really trying to produce an alternative, you know, we may have a more modular, smaller alternative that'll plug into, you know, Fat Shark compatible goggles that will solve all those problems. Bro, you're all about that. Well, see, I have a Vonic View now, so at least it's an upgrade. It's not better than analog. I don't know about that. Hmm. Yeah, and everybody's going to have their own opinions. You know, that I think that's the important takeaway. It's what I try to instill into everybody who I talk to is find what works for you. Definitely try different things, because if you're not trying different things, you can't really have an opinion. You can't try one thing and then say that that one thing is the best if you haven't tried other things, or the best for you. But definitely get your hands on things when you can, try them out, you know, put them through the ringer, and as experience permits, make adjustments, you know, improve things. Yeah, I'm still flying analog too, actually. And there's a lot of people that are flying like, you know, rapid fire and things like that. And I'm still running Trudy 3.6. I just don't have problems with it. So why change something that's not broken, that I don't have a ton of incentive for? I definitely don't have the funds for. So rock it, you know. Me, I've been not been flying as much the last 2 months solid. I plan on getting a little bit more back into that now that some things are squared away. But you know, I have been out flying one time in the last 2 months, and I felt it. Meaning, you know, it's like riding a bike, and anybody who's ridden a bicycle and then not ridden a bicycle for 10 years, you get back on one. Oh, this guy. um, you know, I could definitely tell I was a little out of touch with the sticks and things like that, but it only took one or two packs before I started feeling, you know, right back at home again. Oh man, I'm all about trying out not things like flight controllers and ESCs though. Like with those, I don't know anybody that can, fly a drone. Somebody switch the ESCs in it, somebody be like, I can tell that's a different ESC. Motors, of course, you find little differences in the way they feel, but when it comes to your experience, especially the visuals, the stuff that you touch and feel, the transmitters, things like that. Things like the difference between FR Sky and Crossfire, those are tremendous. Well, you get a little rusty. I appreciate it, Plummet, but you know what I mean. That I was back on top of my game when we were flying, and I've had some distractions lately. But it's all good. I got 2 up. I'll probably get another. Well, I'm close to having another one up, and then I'll probably put 1 more together, and we'll be good. But I got lots of spare parts and ready to go. There's not going to be any problem, flying this week. Yeah. What are you flying, John? If you're not using rapid fire, what are you flying? I thought you were rapid fire. I thought I was getting a good deal on a rapid fire. About a year ago, Hobby King was selling a bunch of rapid fires for $60. I don't know what the deal was. I'm sure somebody got a good deal out of it. I don't know if they were return units and they were just trying to peddle them on people in hopes they didn't return them. But it did not work. So I ended up getting my money back, returning it. For $60, I was all about it. For $150, I still felt on the fence. Like, I don't know if there's going to be that much improvement that I felt the push. Well, I keep that in mind. That's what everybody who switched has said. It's what Eric, everybody else has said, but I just haven't. And I'm not saying that I probably wouldn't notice an improvement, especially in certain areas with certain environments and things. It's just that I haven't had this terrible experience. Like, let me share with you what I'm talking about. A few years ago, the noobs went to Fort Worth for Noobapalooza. It was the first really big official one we had, although it was Noobapalooza 2, right? And while we were down there, Fort Worth Quad Racing, Cowtown Quad Racing, invited us to come out for a day. They were running some exhibition races and all. I want to say, oh no, it was multi-GP. It was a points race, but they invited us to race with them. So they inserted us in everything. And, with having a group, especially a big group like that, we were running 25 milliwatts. They were running a fair-sized track that, some of those guys were saying it was pretty simple. The rest of us, I think, felt there was at least some level of complexity to it. And man, we would leave the start line, run straight towards the back of the field, and as soon as my drone turned to make that first corner, I would lose signal. I would lose video, and all I could do was put it in the ground. And it was that way all day. And here's the difference. I was still running box goggles then, and the box goggles were not diversity. And come to find out that they were good. They were good box goggles. And any website where you review them, they were a JJRC. I don't even remember at this point. But they were good most of the time. But I found their weaknesses. And as soon as I got a set of Fly Sight Falcons and a Trudy and stuck a patch on there, even at 25 milliwatts, I didn't have any more problems in scenarios like that. And it's because having that patch with that more focused beam in that direction made all that difference. It's also, it isolates the reception channels a little better, so it doesn't allow other people to necessarily bleed all over you terribly. So when I'm talking about a big game-changing experience, like I haven't had anything so detrimental that I couldn't fly, and I was like, I need to fix this. Not since then. Sitting in the terminal. So what, do they have like trucker hotel? You like go sleep on a cot in a hallway somewhere? Every time the cleaning guy walks by, he bumps you with his bucket. If you're lucky, you don't get splashed. What's going on, Sidewinder? Plummet, we've talked about that. You know, this year we were supposed to be going to, God, what's it called? Not Flight Fest. Anyway, we were supposed to be going to one of those events, and you know, we were trying to get you and Mike and anybody else we could to come meet us there, even if only for a couple days. And you know, this pandemic it just halted that. I saw it coming. I knew it wasn't going to be cleaned up by then, so we kind of changed plans, just kind of canceled everything, canceled the hotels, canceled the B&Bs. And just decided we weren't going to go, and then they did end up canceling it. Oh, I see. You're just waiting for them to finish. Man, tomorrow's going to suck. All right, Raz, I'll catch you around. But I'll tell you, if all this stuff gets cleared up 2021, we need to try to get everybody to one spot, you know, find somewhere central and just do your best to, you know, save some money and show up. Because I agree with you, man. That was one of the best meetups. That was fantastic. Getting to see everybody, fly with everybody. Honestly, the hanging out is really what pushes it over for me. The flying is cool. You know, everybody getting their little challenges and, you know, daring everybody to do things or just putting something awesome out there and waiting for everybody else to try to do the same thing. Of course, that's a lot of fun, but man, it is the people that makes it. And our group, you know, all you core guys who have been around forever, you know, you guys are just the meat and potatoes of everything in this world to us. What's going on, Eric? Kind of weird not having somebody to bounce stuff around with. Man, I feel bad for leaving Chuck on the hook for a couple weeks. I know. I'm getting really excited now. Like, you know, for me, it's like every day I wake up, I know I got to work, I got to focus. And I'm pretty good most of the time at just getting myself in that spot where, like, you know, I'm just looking at what's right in front of me. But tonight I've been thinking about, you know, going to pick you up at the airport and, you know, all that other stuff. And it's like it's starting to just congeal. Tell you what, for me and Chuck, it's not a big deal, right? Like, you tell us where to be and when, no problem. We'll save the money. We'll make the travel arrangements. We'll be there. You know, we were even planning this dang RV trip till some stuff blew up at the house here. But, you know, even to go back to Fort Worth, catch up with Ben, see Ashley and the kids, because, you know, they're like, they're full-blown family now. They are a full-blown family. They were still like easing into that place a little bit. They just gotten their own place and, you know, we're still kind of settling in, but now they got the whole troop of kids and I still talk to Ben once in a while. They're doing real good. And of course, he's still real active with the racing. We'd go down there. Plummet would have to, you know, show us all how to finish turtle laps. But he was the only one finishing turtle laps, so none of us could say anything. Whereas, shouldn't be hard. He's all of, you know, 70 pounds soaking wet. Pretty sure my drone pack weighs more than that with everything in it. Nice. We'll be watching. I'll be waiting for you to say that the H7 changed everything. Think I'll be waiting a little while longer, but hmm. So Eric with a C. I saw somebody's had a pretty good harvest going on. I saw a whole box full of taters. I know you got some other stuff floating around there too. Really got it going on, man. Now, are you guys just, preserving and using that stuff as a family unit, or are you selling that stuff? This guy is like super into gardening, and I think he's got a plan to capitalize on it, but I don't know if he's done it yet. And of course, I know he likes to use it to, provide for the family too. In years past, I loved having a garden. I'm not always the best gardener, it gets overrun by weeds and things like that, but I love having fresh tomatoes on demand, having the green tomatoes early on, because I love, honestly, green tomatoes, period. But fried green tomatoes or using them in a salsa, I'm all about it. Peppers, squash, zucchini, all the herbs, which the herbs aren't hard. I mean, you take a packet of seeds and just throw them in the yard and they freaking grow because they're all weeds. I don't think they're going to really have bugs with the H7. I think that until they really start taking advantage of the processing power and start amping up the software, there's really not going to be much to talk about. That's my feeling. But when it comes to fast, man, that thing is screaming. Like, you want to talk future-proof? Those things will fly for years to come. But yeah, this year I said screw it on the garden. I didn't plan anything. Like, I got the tiller out, I was looking at it, I had it warming up, like I was that close, and I was like, you know what? This year I'm not going to do it, because I thought what had the possibility of happening. They had taken us all off the road for Rona, and I just knew it was going to come the mid of the season, June or something, and it was going to blow up, and we were going to try to be making up for lost time. Turns out having a garden this year would have been absolutely the year to do it, because I was home all the time. So it would have been easy compared to years past where I was trying to do all my garden maintenance over the weekend. But whatever. We had plenty of other distractions going on. It's hard not to be obsessed with it. I feel like I'm now over the obsession of, I have to be living it every second of the day, all day, every day. But I look forward to everybody saying, hey, we're going to get together. Here's where we're going to be. Charge all the packs up, go and break stuff, I'm all about it. I will go out of my way to meet up. But when it comes to, all the other stuff in the middle of the week, trying to put videos together, and I've had to just kind of step back and take a hiatus from that. Part of that is keeping my focus on certain things for the family. But a part of that, too, once that happened, I realized how much more time I was putting into other things that felt more gratifying as a dad and as a husband, not just as, a guy flying his drones. So, wow, 20 jars. And so you're completely saucing that up then. Hey, Joe, what's going on, buddy? Tell you what, I'm feeling a little bit lonely. So we're just going to see what happens here. See if you guys can see that. If anybody wants to hop in, hop in. If you don't, that's okay too. I'm still going to sit here and just chatter. God knows once I start, I can't stop. But it's been good. I see getting back into some stuff, doing a video here and there. And I'm definitely going to change up my software, I think, because it was one thing to spend $20 a month when I was, putting out 3-4 videos a month at least. But to be doing one-ish, if that, it's just not worth spending the money. Yeah, that's awesome, man. So, you know, my pandemic project, since I kind of gave up on the gardening for this year, next year, you know, maybe I'll really be feeling back in it, go till up the spot and, you know, resume, was bread. But not like I've got active, quick, dry yeast, you know, like I can make bread with that all day. I decided it was time to go the sourdough route. So I've had a starter alive since the end of March. His name is Dave. And it has taken me until a week ago to truly master my recipes. And what I was mastering was the timing. You know, with active dry yeast, like, because what you're doing is you're feeding it sugar. Every recipe, you put sugar in it. You throw the active dry yeast, mix it up, blah, blah, blah. You know, the dough poofs up. You punch it. You let it come for a small second rise. You throw it in the oven. Boom, it's bread. But with sourdough, it's a really slow fermentation. And it's Dave is a prick. You're going to love Dave. Dave only needs to be fed once a week. He lives in the fridge. He only comes out when we actually want to accomplish something. Cool dude. But no, it's been good. And I figured out now how to make a loaf that doesn't have a bunch of tang, you know, that super sourdough punch. I can now make it with that, without that, and now I've got the timing right. The timing was so hard to learn with no baking experience, you know, just honestly, I didn't even bake brownies and things. So then to take yeast, and again, I already had an idea of how yeast baking worked because of active dry yeast. Active dry yeast is a lie compared to sourdough. What's going on, Joseph?
I'm trying to fix all my shit before this weekend because, fuck. Actually, I'm trying something new. I've got a not that. Where'd it go? Are these?
Oh yeah.
So all in one stack. So I figure what the fuck. How about a new 7-inch with those Zing motors? So
there you go. I've got one of those Success X, whatever you want to call it, stacks. It was like $50 or $55.
I had to remember. To be honest with you, I bought it like a while ago before my project went ballistic, and I haven't touched it since. So it's kind of like, man, fuck it. I'll just build something new because I'm not like Chris. I'm not fond of taking my drones and sticking them in the sink and scrubbing them down. I'm like, these fuckers are dirty. I'll go with something new.
Yeah, when I take a brand new drone, put it on the scale, and it says 625 grams, and if it lives for 4 months later, I put it on there, and miraculously, it's picked up 10 grams with no changes. I'm not surprised. Dirt weight.
You know me. I build. I run freaking giant batteries. So. Oh, sorry about that.
But yeah, I got a 6-inch that all I need to do is take the flight controller, put a few wiring harnesses in it, and it's ready to fly. And yet it's taken me 6 months to do nothing. Yeah.
That's why
I think you need bigger batteries.
I need bigger batteries.
What's going on, Drive Crash? Yeah, it took me a lot. Like I've got a friend who wants to get into sourdough, and so he's putting his, he's been working on his starter for a couple days. And I said, look, you're more than welcome. Figure it out, find some recipes. I said, but I'll tell you that my biggest hurdle has been the timing because, on the internet, it's like everybody's like, bulk ferment for this long, secondary for this long, do this. Well, that works as long as your house, your refrigerator, your water is all exactly the same as theirs, temperature-wise, mineral-wise. The second you change any of that, that yeast behaves very differently. I can actually get through a bulk ferment. There's some people that say it takes them 8 or 9 hours. I can get through one in 3 hours. My yeast is gangbusters, but
we call him popping fresh.
So yeah. So Drive Crash, my house runs cold too. It's 68 degrees year round. It's cooler than that if I have my way. So it takes a little longer.
Drive Crash is a goddamn Eskimo. I've been to his house.
What I'm talking about.
I can't.
Yeah, so
No.
I've got a one drone that's got bearings that are just thrashed. It was the major one I was flying last time. We went up to Wilmington, and I'll tell you, I turned on the GoPro videos to watch them, and you could just hear like not wind noise, like this was like mild screaming from and scraping
From the bearing gods.
Yes, I have beat them all to hell.
I actually had a customer who bought a $4,000 set of wheels from me and took them to somebody to get worked on. And he called me up. He's like, "Oh, they're acting funny." I'm like, "Okay, well, you know what's going on? They're under warranty." He's like, "Yeah, well, I took them to so and so and had them work on them." And I'm like, "He's not a certified, but all right. What's the problem?" "Oh, something's really not right." I'm like, "Okay, well, what did he do?" "Well, I had him clean them." "Okay, well, what did he clean them with?" "Motor oil." "All right. What's the problem?" "Oh, something's really not right." I'm like, "Okay, well, what did he do?" "Well, I had him clean them." "Okay, well, what did he clean them with?" "Motor oil." "All right. What's the problem?" "Oh, something's really not right."
I'm getting like double feedback,
I'm like,
bros.
"Okay, well, what did he do?" "Well, I had him
Yeah,
just a little bit."
we noticed.
What the hell is going on here? Hold on. Let me fix this.
You're asking me?
Here.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
We noticed. There we go.
What the hell is going on here? Hold
Oh, I was going to mute him. There we go. I think I muted him to try to help him out for a minute. He'll be right back.
Yep.
And I think he unmuted as I muted him.
There you go.
All right. I think I muted him to try to help him out for a minute.
Nope. Plummet, you are on reverb. We're changing your name. But yeah, so this dude did the same thing and basically ate the full set of BART bearings out of a $4,000 set of wheels because he knew best. I'm like, okay. He was a little
Sorry,
pissed,
there you go.
a little pissed when I told him it wasn't covered under warranty, but he ended up buying new bearings and he's good to go. Hey, Plummet, what's up, man?
So, buddy.
There we go. Man, everybody's got this beard game going on, and I hacked mine off.
Yeah, but down low, I'm like Chewbacca.
I could have won a lifetime not knowing that.
Welcome to the family.
Right.
I've been in the family for years. So, buddy.
Not much, man. How you doing?
Good, man. Hey, man, there's my new DJI.
How do you like not having that GoPro on there or equivalent?
Honestly, I really can't tell the difference.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. But this thing is heavy. This quad is heavy. Like, here's my quad. Here's my Source One frame with the GoPro on it. Yeah, I'm picking it up. You pick this thing up, dude? Oh my god, it's a freaking brick.
So I will warn you right now. Oh, here it is. Just a forewarning advance. When you blow the lenses out of them, they are absolutely glued in. You have to heat it up with a heat gun to get the lens out.
Really?
Just did it.
That's
because I just got that one. I blew the one last time we were flying, Josh. I blew that one up, and so I've got the cogs next for the next one. That's just one in this one. So
that's why you get a 3D printer and you don't have to worry about it.
like this one or the one that's over there or the custom mount that I blew out of. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna be screwed, ain't I? Yeah, whatever. Well, I'll send it. I don't care. I'll buy a new camera.
No, I just buy new lens. Buy new lens. It's not that hard.
Nah.
So what does a camera cost if you're just going to buy a camera to do the plug and unplug swapping?
For my $60, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
I thought it was high.
Yeah, it is high. That is very high. $60 money.
What's the Run Cam Eagle run? Because I used to buy those all the time.
50,
I was getting,
60.
yeah, I was getting my Eagles for around $50-ish.
Mm.
But when I started running the Caddx cameras, I don't spend more than $30 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one of them right here. This is actually a really good cam.
Yeah, I run the Rattels.
Yep, that's what this is. Man, Now, what the hell is this? It's got a turbo. It's one of those cams I got from Quad Box.
He's running one of Chantel's.
It's got a nice picture. I ain't gonna lie. It's a really nice picture.
Oh, there it is, motherfucker.
Yeah, and I see that RunCam came out with another, Micro Eagle 2 or some next version of it. But when it comes to the price versus, I still can't touch the Rattel because I'm really happy with its colors, with its picture. I can fly them stock, but they've got a little bit of a weird lag thing where some of the pixels take a while to update. But if you go in it and you know the points to make some minor adjustments to, she fires right up for me.
Oh shit, Josh! Wait till you DJI. This is my experience yesterday. I flew it. Yeah, dude, the picture is freaking fantastic. But I haven't messed with it much. I flew around a tree which wasn't probably 60, 70 yards away. Just a pine tree. It's a stupid tree. And it pixelated those little blocks. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, with analog, it would just went.
Did you up your wattage?
I did. It says 700.
I thought, I don't remember if I modded mine to go higher. I think there was a patch that came out you could do it, but
you can. I seen the mod. You can go up to 1200.
Yeah.
I had it at that new shit. They said, what was it, like 50 for
Yeah.
I got that on there, but I was at 700 milliwatts, and it's like I'm flying around. I went behind me, no voltage, dude, not 30 feet, and it just went.
What is your camera? What's your antenna arrangement look like?
Yeah, it's this one.
That's why. You need to have them something like that or covering out because you've got. Yeah, I had the same thing on my 7-inch. It's up there, and yeah, same thing.
This is the this yeah, I'm not liking that. This frame was designed for DJI.
Yeah, I have that same arrangement on that 7-inch. Have the same problem. I moved one of the antennas more vertical, more like this. Actually, instead of sitting like that and that, I have them cantered like that, and I got much better reception.
Oh, that's just gonna piss me off.
If that's the only thing that pisses you off, you're having a pretty good day.
I'll just up the loss to $1,200. I'll do the mod. Screw it. Dude, that's pretty though. Seriously, I flew this thing and I killed the battery. I didn't crash. The battery died because I was coming down. I was like, because I fly flight 1, and the OSD is not perfect, and I couldn't see my battery life. So I was like, I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep flying until I fall out of the sky. So I'm like, yeah, and I came across concrete and I went, and I fall. I'm like, what did I do? So I'm like, yeah, screw it. I'll let it sit for a second. Rearmed. I went to take off. I went, I was like, okay.
What was that chase we were doing, Josh? The one day we were chasing each other around out of high school. Like I was running that 6S and it got out of like 12 volts. I'm like, oh, that's bad.
Oh yeah, dude,
it's coming in hard.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
That was funny. I had a blast with that one.
I can see it sagging because I fly 4S. I've been flying 4S forever, so I know when it's sagging. So I'm like, oh yeah, this ain't feeling so great no more. So I got low. I'm like, but I'm still doing this and that. Doing orbits around my truck and shit. But it started going, yeah. I'm like, I'm giving it full throttle, and it's just going, yeah. So I was like, yeah, I'm dying right now.
That is just. Can I see it? No.
That the Vista?
Look at those wires. That is just asking to get ripped the hell out. Oh well.
Better put hot glue on it.
Ah, no, better. Liquid tape.
The worst part about liquid tape is waiting for it to dry.
God,
and I say that because I have tried a few different ways to get it to cure fast. It's way better if you just let it dry, but it's solid. Like I've chopped, whole sections of insulation on my battery cables and all. Instead of switching the pigtail, I just paint some of that on, let it dry, it's good to go.
Yeah, I use it sparingly every now and then, but every now and then you run across something you're like, fuck yeah, liquid tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't use that. I just heat shrink. I heat shrink everything.
Are you using a DJI controller or are you using
Oh hell no! Crossfire!
That's why I'm trying the Caddx one, because there's no need for the second antenna. So that's
I lose video way before I lose anything else. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Crossfire's legit.
Oh, I agree. That's what
Check. Yeah,
a bag of Crossfire over there somewhere.
I know Chuck and Josh don't like these, but I love them. Immortal T.
That's what I run.
Is it? I thought you were running those that fucking cheap ass shit. The what the fuck? I didn't even use one, so I don't even know what the hell.
Everybody calls it the Immortal L now, but
yeah, it's the L.
Yeah, I've been running that too. On one, I still run the T. On the other, I'm running the L's. It took me a while to get the L just right to where, it was durable and I was getting good signal. And on that one, I can still get either far enough away or behind something, and it'll tell me that, it's losing signal, whereas my Immortal T will just run forever.
Oh, man, they're nice. They are freaking nice.
But placement is key.
Yeah. Definitely. A lot of people are like, oh, I keep breaking them. I'm like, why do you keep breaking them? I just 3D print it and send it. You know what I mean?
Well, my Immortal Keys, I usually strap to the bottom and I skid on. Chucky, you got his track back.
If you do a 3D print though, when you hit something, it just kind of like folds and the antennas don't break.
Oh no, I put them actually under the drone, so it skids on them.
You what?
Hold on.
They're like feet.
You're never gonna fuck up there, I guess.
Yeah, I did get my truck back, but they ain't done yet. Jackasses.
So are you gonna be stuck there tomorrow morning, you're saying?
And I got loads to pick up.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, yeah, definitely to each their own, definitely. But I'm not mounting anything under the bottom of that quad because I slide across concrete and everything. Yeah,
that's what the feet are for.
Yeah, I break them off too.
I don't slide across concrete. I'm a bigger fan of bonking everything.
People prefer pedestrians; they're softer.
So
I'm all about those feet.
Yeah, I like them too, honestly.
I have another batch for you, Josh. I think. Well, I may.
Y'all know I electrical tape those little freaking foam feet on there, but I added 2 because these ones tend to compress, and I have a thing about windows.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm going to try them, Josh. We'll see if your hype is all about them.
Those motors, I've never tried them, but I'm telling you what, I've seen them in person, and they are freaking nice. You can see it. You can see when they go like this, and as soon as they give it a little bit of stick, it just responds. They're nice, dude. The thrust and everything, torque, it's all there.
Yeah,
Josh.
I think Lauren's still fighting with his sourdough. I don't think he's winning.
Josh, you should hook him up with a little slice of culture.
There you go.
I've told people I'll dry it out and send them a
desiccated husk remains of such that
it just needs to be rehydrated.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, he's Eastern Shore. I just take it down to him. I don't need a man.
Yeah, actually, I got some bacon to bring to him too. So yeah, we can definitely hook him up.
But yeah, if you want Dave, I mean, I'll gladly break Dave off.
It reminds me of a limerick. There once was a hermit named Dave who had a dead whore in his cave. She had one tit and smelled like shit, but think of the money he saved.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
I've heard that one.
These ain't zings, but I got a good deal on them. These are those newbie drone flow motors. Man, I flew with that heavy ass quad. I flew it yesterday. I'm telling you what, I cannot complain. That was nice. Those things have more torque than any motor I've ever used.
I can, but I'm an expert.
For that price, I mean, I barely spent less than that for my Zing motors, which normally run about $15 a piece. I'm running these, not the full blown, the primos, but for $12.
Yeah, you can't complain. I broke down
good quality. That's the one thing with the ease.
They are good quality.
Yeah,
for sure. You can tell. Yep.
You ain't stripping them out when you over tighten the screws.
No, dude, it's got a titanium shaft.
I'm talking about the screws and the threads, brother.
Oh,
That's
I
the
don't.
true. That's the true test.
Oh, I don't care about that. I got like 1 million of them.
So titanium is not a great threading material. But whatever.
No, that's the. You mean talking about the? You talking about the nut?
I'm talking about the threads on the bottom of the freaking motor.
Go through the arm into the feet.
No, no issues. Actually, they're actually better than the blaster motors I have.
Huh.
Which I'm actually running into an issue with because I hit something the other day, and I was like, fuck it. So I took the screw. It fucked up. So I took the screw out and I tried to put another one in. Threads are gone.
Can you still trade them in?
Yeah, no, I don't think I can. Which is a bogus. That's a bogus fucking warranty, dude. Oh, within 3 months, if you break a motor, you're gonna get a new one for $10.
Guess
Dude,
what?
yeah,
Every motor I broke would be 3 months old. I don't give a fuck how long ago I bought it.
yeah.
Well, I didn't realize there was a 3-month period.
3-month period. Yeah, I'm not out there trying to destroy my shit. It costs me money. You know what I
Well, I
mean?
mean, to be honest, that makes sense because
It does.
after 3 months, man, your bearings are going to start to go, and that ain't their problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bearings are not a warranted item.
Yeah. Well, this is FPV. If it's got a warranty, great. But if it don't, fuck, I'll just buy some more shit. That's what we all do.
The only
Yeah,
warranty I give a shit about is my fucking GoPro.
Exactly. Exactly. Yep.
Dude, I still have not I've been able to get to a freaking Best Buy to trade in the one that's got the freaking pink dot and all the footage.
When the CCC get burnt or CCD get burnt or whatever the hell they're using CMOS.
Huh?
That was profound.
I said the CMOS or the CCD, whatever the hell they're using, get burnt.
He's had one that's had a pink, a burnt pixel or something since he got it.
Nah.
Well, it wasn't since I got it. It's because I bash it into everything and anything as hard as.
See, I've been watching you guys. I'm like thinking I got that warranty with my GoPro, which is actually expired through Amazon. And I'm watching me fly, and I'm like, man, I'm taking it easy. I'm like, man, I fly like a bitch. I'm not breaking nothing. It's like, what the hell?
Then what's the point?
Fly with Chris.
Hey, if you're scared to fly full force, man, what's the fucking point?
Well, see, that's the thing. I fly full force. I'm just not breaking nothing.
I'm not flying full force.
I don't think I've ever seen you fly full force.
That's not how I fly. I like that smooth fucking, you know what I mean? That's how I do it.
Yeah, you have. Hence the new goddamn GoPro lens that I just had to replace. And the tower that it was on it. And the 2 antennas that were attached to it. And the arm off the 7-inch over there. Remember last time we flew together? I walked over with a lot of parts.
Yeah, I like the flowy, just dicking around. I like flying like that. That's fun.
Yes, I'm the same way.
I do too, but I get to this place where, I transition from Joe Land to Chuck It. And it's like, I can throw my drone upside down through that hole and do an inverted yaw spin when I go through it. And that's about the time stuff starts happening.
It's the
it's when you don't make it the first couple of times, and then you're just like, well, fuck it all. And you try like 20 more times, and you just keep bashing it into whatever you're trying to do.
And see, I'm starting to get like that because I'm starting to get more drones. My income increased. So I'm like, I can buy this and smash and buy more. Oh, yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah.
Long time coming.
Oh, I worked for it. I can tell you that.
Damn right.
Oh, yeah.
I got a mate in like 3 of them still, but
I'm
they're
still saying
together.
we can rig those things together, stack them like Starlink satellites, drop them off the big drone.
We've been talking about that for like 3 years, Joe.
I know.
Well, maybe whenever we started fucking around with the BFG.
Yeah, two, I think, I know, but whatever.
So is that thing gonna fly while I'm there?
No.
Man.
I got time, dude. I gotta fix the ones I've got. No.
I'm still waiting for that power loop.
Me too.
Damn it, Chuck. I got everything I need. Flight controllers, ESCs, I got everything. I got receivers. I got all this shit. The only thing I don't have is a frame to build a new one, and I think I'm going to have to get an Apex. You guys talk so much shit about it.
I got 6 of them sitting right there.
Yeah,
Chris is probably, I would say there's 3 people I know that are hardest on drones that I've ever seen, and one of them is me. And at the moment, I'm placing about 3rd.
Chris destroys everything.
Because there's Squish. Nobody beats Holy Squish.
He gets no fucks. Spend it.
Chris is definitely coming in a strong 2nd lately, and man, his skill level's been bumping, so he's trying some hard shit.
Oh, dude, Chris, a year ago to now, that motherfucker, dude, I don't even want to try to fly against him. I don't even want to try.
That's what Josh was saying the other day.
Yeah, he'll be hitting gas, breaking shit. No, bro. No, I'll be stroking my quad. No, go ahead, break your shit. We're good.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, he gives. That's how you gotta do. Honestly, though, and I've been thinking about it. You gotta give no fucks. You just gotta send it.
Eh.
Dude, he's been telling me he wants to Matty flip a picnic table.
Heard it.
Dude, I can't Matty flip a fucking pine tree. I haven't even tried it. I'm a pussy.
I gotta have like a stadium light pole to freaking do it.
Yeah, you know what? I need to try doing it. I really need to get my. I got a desktop under my desk right now. I just need a monitor or a keyboard and some shit. I really need to start doing some Sims because once I get comfortable with Sims, I will do it.
Football uprights are the best. I will say. A good set of football uprights, the old style H ones.
Well, see, my biggest problem with FPV guys is I see my faults, I see my strengths. I can go left like a motherfucker. Going right, I struggle. I go right because I make myself do it. But I want to get in the sim, not to try different tricks, but I want to, you know what I mean, learn how to just coordinate myself.
You want to be ambidextrous?
Yeah.
Or no, there's actually a term for that, actually. For only being able to turn one direction. Some people actually like that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm left-handed, so going left is like, that's crazy because I see a lot of right-handed people. I go left. Why, dude? I'm left-handed. I want to go left, you know? What the fuck is that?
Well, Double A is fisting people in Subarus, so.
Tandemly. He's talking tandem, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Blah, 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 blah. Nothing wants to
Yeah, Chuck's got me on the alien craze, the 4.5. Now I've got, more arms than any person needs, a couple body kits. And my body kits, because it's so small and fits in the arms so well, the arms are the only thing I tear up. And I've never truly broken an arm yet. What I keep breaking is the ends off, like you can see in Joe's. It's got the little circle on the end for the motor protection. That's what I keep tearing off.
As it should be.
Yeah.
See, when I had the alien that I gave Chuck, the only time I broke an arm was with you, Josh, you and Mike. And something happened. It fell like, what was it? Josh, it had to have been 100 feet. Had to have been 100 feet. Right in the stone. And it just...
Dude, Plum, I still got the parts from that.
I don't doubt you do, man. That thing was nuts. That was what surprised me because when I sent it to you, you're like, dude, this is brand new. I'm like, dude, I ran into like 50 poles with that thing. How does that look brand new?
Hey, and it took me a while to really get into it. Well, I mean, really, it comes down to when we found the good price. But I went through reverbs. I went through what were those fucking things called? Josh, I'm brain farting. Our last quads, not the floss.
Yeah, the floss, the glide.
Yeah, the floss glide.
Those flew good, man. I see the videos. They flew really good.
And then I found the 4-inch alien body. Oh.
And the way it fits inside of the 5-inch arms, everything. And I mean, it's only by, a few millimeters, but everything fits inside the bounds of the arms. So like the cameras are well protected and it's a good platform.
Oh, I remember when I ran that deal, you guys are like, shut up. I'm like, what? You're like, shh. I'm like, what? You're like,
Well, we had to get our supply before. We didn't know how many they had to sell. So, as far as I know, they're still selling them.
Oh man,
They
yeah.
are.
I looked at the website. Yeah, dude, they got hundreds and hundreds of arms, and yeah, they're not running out.
Yeah, but I bought like 80 of the 5-inch arms, and 30 of the 6-inch arms, and 3 or 4 body kits of the 4-inch, and 2 or 3 of the 6-inch, and I wanted to make sure I got mine before everybody else went on a craze and started buying stuff.
That's what made me laugh. I ran into that deal. I'm like, hey guys, look what I found. You're like, shh. I found that 6 months ago. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. I'll put it on their desk. My bad.
Ever living fuck. That motor belt is fucking seized like a motherfucker.
Give it some watts. You'll spin.
That's about what my supply looks like.
What in the holy fuck is that? Oh my god!
All these ones in the going up and down are 5-inch arms, and this pile is 6-inch arms.
Yeah, I need to up my quad game. Apparently, I thought I was doing good. Damn.
I keep 2 arms in my backpack at all times in case I break one on the go. I can do a quick swap, and I do not hesitate. The second my motor protection looks like it's compromised, I switch arms.
This fucker's got a bad bearing straight from the factory.
2 body kits.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
I can't see it binds.
You just need to run it a little bit. It's got to break in.
That'd be fine. Spin the bell.
Is that a purple?
Yeah.
Oh, you're running the 2306 1700.
Yes.
That's what I'm liking. I'm loving that freaking set, that size and
Except for the fucking bearing shit.
Now, if you can spin it like this and don't bind, I'll wire that fucker up beside that. I don't give a fuck. I'm not spinning when I'm flying. The battery is.
Did you do Amazon?
What? No, I did race stick quads.
Oh, dude, they'll refund you. So
Yeah, I know that. I need it by this weekend.
Dude, you should just, when you order Zings, bro, just get them from Amazon because their return policy is just ridiculous easy. So
it is.
2 days. 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Hot sucker.
are the motor wires touching Joe?
No. Nope.
That's a fair question.
I agree.
Are you retarded, Joe?
Yes, but that's unrelated.
Oh, okay. Nobody really asked that. I just wanted to know.
That's all right. I mean, it's a valid question.
Yeah. Seriously, guys, what do you think about the HD shit with DJI? I mean, really, what do you think about it? Because I mean, like, I love my Orcas with the rapid fire and the Tramp VGXs and the. I like the old way of building quads. I mean, I really like it. The ZGI build I built, man, it was stupid easy. I like too easy. It kind of took a little bit of the fun out. You know what I mean?
Well, Josh, you've flown it, right?
Yeah,
I have flown it as well. More recently, it didn't have the 50 megabit yet, but it was at a watt. And I'll tell you what, man.
Staple in it.
Dude, I'll tell you what. The fucking penetration and range on that shit is actually ridiculous.
See, I didn't have that experience.
There's a fucking staple in the motor housing.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Can't wait for you to plug that thing in and realize that freaking staple freaking scratched some of the coating off the copper.
Yeah.
Because you were trying to spin it.
Well, it was around the outside of the stator. I can see where it scratched the outside of the stator.
Oh,
You're good.
good.
Yeah,
Good.
As soon as you hit a branch with that, you're not even going to see it. I promise you. Won't even know it's there.
I'm still going. Get out of here.
Hey, I destroyed the first thing that I've destroyed in a long time. I think the only ones I've actually destroyed were e-motors. and that was one. And I finally, well, I didn't destroy it. I dent the bell.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Staples nicked the magnet.
Nice. So I bought a whole new set.
Might as
You
well.
got a spare one you can bring with you, Chuck? Because I may need one.
Yeah, I'll have 3 spares.
Joe, I seriously would just put that on my quad and send it. It'd be
Yeah,
fine.
but it locks the motor periodically.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh,
It would go up
Josh,
and then back.
while I'm thinking about it, I am gonna check in a bag.
That's fine.
I was trying to avoid it, but
God damn it.
Not worth it. Bring everything. Be comfortable.
do you you take your quad bag as your carry-on, right? And it fits and everything's nice with no quad on the outside. I bought I bought a little bag with the wheels on the thing, and I got a little hang scale thing, and
So you actually could, like, I don't know how much you're bringing, but you could bring a carry-on suitcase and a backpack as carry-on.
Yeah, I brought a lot of shit with me. Yeah, they didn't give me no shit at all.
Yeah, no, it's really easy to travel with. I mean, here and there, somebody's like, they want to open the bag and inspect everything, and it's fun.
The
They
only thing,
usually tear it apart, and then I put it back together, and we're good to go.
well, I found funny when we flew down to Texas is they were taking my light bulbs out, they're swabbing them. I'm like, why don't you just lick it?
I questioned why my batteries always got so much attention until I saw what a clump of 6 or 8 of those stacked real close together with all these wires coming out one end.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've seen this in movies before.
Yeah.
And it does not end well for people.
Yeah, that's a bomb. Yeah. But like individuals, I was laughing or like swabbing it. I'm like, damn, dude, you're taking more care of that thing than I do any other. I'm like, you know what I do to that thing? Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I've explained to a few people, no, those are the batteries. Oh, okay. How long does that fly for? How long do you think? Oh, like 20 minutes? I'm like 3. What?
Tops. Yeah.
I can't fit it in the screen.
Yeah, that's a carry-on.
Yeah, it's a 21 inch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing.
I mean, it's up to you, but you can bring it with you. You don't have to check it.
Oh, when I have that in my quad bag, so I can take both those on the plane.
Yeah, they won't.
Hell yeah, dude! Because I wanted to bring my laptop, and I really didn't want to check that in.
Yeah, as long as you can take them and fit them in that overhead compartment, they didn't give a shit.
So he's flying Southwest, and right now Southwest is not booking middle seats, and so because there's so few people on the planes, there's more than enough room inside.
Yeah, I was looking. I might have been reading the wrong thing, but I was looking up the rules for luggage for them because I needed to know. And I thought it said 1 carry-on and 1 little thing that you can stick under your seat or whatever.
I always bring my giant backpack that weighs more than my carry-on, and I bring them both, and nobody's ever given me a hassle about it. And I always put them both in the overhead. So
sweet, because I'm packing that shit with as many spare parts as I got.
Yeah. See, when I flew, the only thing they cared about when I went through security was the batteries. That's the only thing they cared about.
That and shampoo.
Yeah, don't bring shampoo because that'll fucking destroy you.
What about a bar of soap?
Yeah, if you want to drop it, don't do that.
Bars are okay. Just like it's okay to bring food with you. It's just not okay to bring anything to drink.
Technically, the bar of soap could be called food.
Actually, if you want to see why they don't allow one of the reasons they don't allow liquid, there's a great video on what was it? Amalgamation between magnesium or mercury and aluminum. So if you basically take mercury and drip it in a plane, and it gets into a weld seam where they stuff, it will actually eat its way through the plane and eventually cause a major structural fault.
Isn't that incredible?
We just all got before it got put on no-fly lists.
Yeah, no shit. Since we went there when I was a kid, you guys all done this. You all done it. You get man, what the hell is that shit called? Tidy bowl cleaner, whatever it is, and with aluminum foil, put that shit in a 2-liter, shake it up.
Run like hell.
I get it. Yeah, I understand.
No, we used to get the liquid they used for the Oklahoma City bombing, and get a 5-gallon jug of it, and they use 2 55-gallon drums, so this gives you context. And then we would strap something explosive that we could shoot, and we would take a 300 Weatherby and explode them in the field out in the country.
Yeah.
5 gallons.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you can do the math in your head, Josh, but 2 55-gallon drums is Oklahoma City.
Yep.
The same shit. 5-gallon bucket, boom, dude, stupid big.
Yeah. See, I did the same thing, but we were like blowing up like hornet nests and shit. I mean, you know what I mean? We weren't doing anything bad.
We were vaporizing anything within 30 feet.
Yeah, I was like, well, let's see what we got to
Sounds like a Friday to me.
That stuff is
enjoy working from home.
It honestly amazes me the shit that we honestly did as kids. I mean, never mind all the shootings and all the bullshit that happens now, but I kind of wonder if at any point my parents were like, we could always have another. It's just like
I catch my kids doing shit that I know isn't even half as bad as I can remember climbing to the tops of trees, like the tippy tops, and swinging, and this tree is just doing this. And if my kids just climb a tree, I'm like, they could get hurt.
Let's take that to the next extreme and go one generation back from us. My dad used to do that same shit you were just talking about. He'd be about 60 feet up while he's doing it in the pines, right? Because they're the best ones to do that. Except when he got going good, he would let go and jump to the next one.
See a fucking squirrel?
Yeah, I would. That's where I would die. Nope. That's why I fly FPV. I get the run, no rest.
Old school hardcore, dude. When he was 7, his dad gave him his first rifle, gave him 7 bullets, and said, "You better bring home 7 things to eat, or I'm gonna whoop your ass." He learned how to do snares real quick.
Yeah, real quick.
So when I was a kid, we had a bunch of pine trees in my yard in North Carolina, and I convinced my older brother that a parachute was basically just a pillowcase with holes cut in it. He jumped off it and broke his arm. He learned that do not trust your brother.
All right. So my grandfather, now I was little, and I can remember this to this day. So this guy, I mean, there was trauma involved. They took me, and I was just old enough where, I'm starting to pay attention to things you wear, right? I'm going to buy you this new pair of shoes. And if you run fast enough and you jump hard enough, you can fly like Superman, because I was in my Superman phase. And I remember he had a pump house that was like a ramp, because the side of the wall is where the door was, and you would go down into the cellar. Well, I'd back up, and he sees me, and he's telling me, and he told me this later. He's like, "Oh, I was just dying inside. It was all I could do to keep myself together." He said, "You took off across that yard, scaled that pump house, and laid out, and then belly flopped in the lawn." He's like, "And you looked so good. Like, you just sat there for a minute, like." He's like, "And you would look at me and just kind of look around, then you'd look back at me, and you're like, motherfucker, you lied."
I was waiting for that you tried it again.
Yeah. Apparently, my wife
put a cape on me too, so that
he set you up
on the cape there.
Apparently my wife's grandfather told because most of the kids, the grandkids were girls, told all the little girls in the entire family that he was also a girl when he's younger. Then he kissed his elbow and turned into a boy and just walked away. And fucking kids for months were trying to fucking kiss the goddamn elbows. I was like, that's some troll shit right there. Genius, but a fucking troll.
That's up there with, telling the kids to catch the credit card against the wall with their head, and if they do, watching them all slam their face. Yeah.
Yep, gotta try harder.
Oh man,
Just try harder. Yeah, that's the only thing I miss about not having kids. It's just fucking with somebody's brain. That's the
you
only
mess
thing.
with mine anytime.
Oh shit.
Apparently, they're pretty gullible still.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck, dude.
They've really caught on. The youngest now has gotten to where she pretty much doesn't believe anything unless it comes from mom. Which is fun still because now I can tell her the truth and she thinks I'm lying.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I actually convinced our old roommate in college. I convinced her daughter that for a while that mosquito bites actually causes little girls to get pregnant.
Oh god.
Her mom was like, "Motherfucker, stop!"
And yet there were kids that would have stood out in the middle of a field naked. Take me, Skeeters.
Exactly. Right? She was like, "I hate you." I'm like, "Yeah, explain." Wait till she tries to explain that one in school one day.
Yeah. Oh,
You know, I waited for that. And I'm a little disappointed that one of my stories didn't turn into, that conference call with the teacher.
I know you still got. I know you still got some long cons going with her.
Oh, I've got them going with everybody.
Did she not tell the teacher the poo stomper in the shower?
No, but I know she's told that one to some of the neighborhood kids because she said it's funny to listen to her. Oh, you should have seen their face.
Oh God.
They were like, "What?"
Everybody does it. That's not a problem.
Now I've got one at college in the dorm room, and I've been trying to give her and her roommate ideas for like Halloween. Oh yeah, like jumping out of hallways because like at this point they found all the closets. They found the bathrooms that not everybody's supposed to use. Of course, nobody monitors it. They have the kids stomping as they walk through the hallway. I'm like, a little bit of fishing line in the bait section at Walmart. Just put that, leave the line, like put it across the hall. And then when you hear somebody stomping down the hall, just pull that thing across the hall under your door. Like somebody will shit their pants.
Oh, see, Josh, that's old school. Have you been seeing the new shit that's out there? Dude, they got these fucking pumpkins now. They're animated, right? You plug them in, and you can put the sensor across the hallway. As soon as they cross that fucking sensor and it clicks, this fucking thing starts screaming at you, and it's got LED screen in the front, and it can make any face you want, screaming at you, laughing at you. Oh yeah, dude, I've been doing my research.
In my freshman year of college, I made a pulse jet like they used in the V2 rockets. I made one of those and waited till like midnight until like the guard at the front was asleep at the desk. Set that bitch off down the hall. Wham into the desk.
Dude, you did that. You did that today. You'd be in fucking federal prison for the rest of your fucking life.
Oh, yeah.
Noob crew disclaimer: don't do that these days.
Don't do that. Yeah. I also, one dude was always loud as shit, and it was always like just a dickhead. So I glued his ass to the toilet seat. That was fun.
The worst thing we get to do nowadays is like today, me and Chris convinced everybody in the group chat that we hated each other for no reason.
I didn't get that. I was just like, okay, that's funny. And people were like, I was just like, really?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I did that yesterday. If you guys haven't heard, but
I heard. Shout out to Night Train. We love you, fucker.
I'm so sorry, bud. I'm such a
No, he's not.
No,
Not really.
Oh,
come on. If you can't take a little bit of hazing or a little bit of fucking around with it,
No. It was Trump Biden argument.
yeah, I'm a dickhead. I feel bad. I do. I feel bad.
I can't believe Mike's a liberal. That's crazy.
Hey, I had a bad day. I drank too much. My shit got broke. My shit didn't get recorded when I flew it. I was having a bad day. And I just fucking went off. I'm sorry. That's all I can say.
You go kiss him. You go kiss him. Make up.
I'll hit him up tomorrow and apologize. You guys know I will.
Yeah, my take on it. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Yeah. Well, if you can't respect that, then
you are, but I've always felt like you shouldn't take it too far, and I did, and I feel bad. Yeah, I was being a dick.
Is the thread still up? Because I'll totally go troll that shit. Although Mike's probably watching.
Hey, I was gonna say, Chuck, what side do you want? I'll take the other.
Yeah,
I had every intention of watching that debate, and I didn't. I ended up going to bed instead.
I did, and I watched it again today, and I'm like, wow, you guys are both kind of fucking retarded.
God, dude. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah,
It was entertaining. I'll say that.
The best thing that I found was I don't know who the post person was, but basically the person was like, wow, we as Americans now look like complete assholes if our two people just act like a bunch of fucking 12-year-olds arguing and bickering over shit. He's like this makes our administration just look so much worse. It's like I was just like,
well, think about it, Joe. We all did. I get it, but the people who are in government, they're still people. We're like,
I agree.
I fucked up, and I feel so fucking bad. It's stupid. You know what I mean? It's like, man, we're kind of fucking retarded in our own way, aren't we?
Hey, the best part of that, dude, is Trump got Biden to break, dude, and he straight told him, "Shut up, you're a clown."
It's true.
I don't care if it's. I don't care who it is. He called the president of the United States on a debate a fucking clown.
He's a liar.
Yeah, that pissed me off. It kind of set me off. I'm like,
I thought it was great.
So
he told him shut. He like yelled at him, "Shut up!" He kept fucking interrupting him.
Well, the part that got me is like in the past, like presidential debates, the two sides they'd be vehemently against each other, but they were at least respectful of each other. There was none of that. It was just like,
no, dude, it was bad. I think it fired everybody up. We're like, whoa, what the fuck? Everybody got mad, or like, then everybody got up the next day. We're like, okay, all right.
I told you Mike was watching. You want to send him your love message?
Love you, buddy. I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me.
I was sad. To me it was insulting. It was just like that was what I took out of all. It was just like, wow, fucking just come on, grow up. Nobody acts like that in a professional life. Why are you doing that in front of the entire fucking world?
Perfect way to put it. I was just waiting for an opening to say honestly, not with even having watched what went on last night, just things that have been going on the last 10, 15 years. Our leaders could stand to grow up a little bit.
Great.
I agree, definitely.
Yeah, I can't argue that.
Like we live in one life. We got to keep it real. You know what I mean?
It's such a shit show. I'm just enjoying the entertainment at this point.
Just out of curiosity, how many of you have friends that are well, I know we all have Miguel that's in Portugal, but I've got a lot of people that I work with that are outside the country, and dude, I am fucking tired of being on calls with people and going, dude, what's up with your fucking president, or what's up with this election? And I'm like, fuck if I know. You know what I mean? It's just like I'm tired of answering questions, having to answer questions for the way our government is. It's just like that's fucking embarrassing.
Hey, bro, this is what civil war looks like in the modern age.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, thank you, baby. Hey, check out this mug Laura got me.
Yeah.
Jesus.
A bunch of horse heads on it.
Yep. She made it actually on she took the photo, and apparently on there's a program called Redbubble where you can upload your photos and make freaking anything. And she's got a bunch of them with dogs.
And you can get your own moose mug.
Very nice.
She's telling you she ain't gonna get you one. You get your own.
She still wants to meet Chuck for some unknown reason.
I'm still trying to figure that out. Did she look into the baby blues? Because I told you about that.
I have baby blues.
You don't got to chuck it, baby blues, buddy. No, I'm saying.
Well, Chuck's got the magic reach around that no one else can do. So I get it.
Those big, strong hands.
Well, I broke my wrist that one time, so I can do this weird thing I can't show you on YouTube where we'll get banned forever.
Oh shit!
Have you ever had Chuck hug you? Be careful, bro.
Oh, I know.
We have literally chased away everyone except for Mike.
That's all right. We like Mike.
I love Mike. I feel bad. I got to make it up to him. I do. I feel fucking so bad. I was such a dick last night. I woke up today. I'm like, oh, you're such an asshole.
Now,
Here, I
here's
know. Here, I know you can't see it.
Yeah.
how bad do you feel?
I'm gonna have to buy him dinner or something, or let him
Oh,
break him.
Mike,
Wait,
you take
I
advantage of that shit. I'm talking New York Strip.
I'm talking first date putting out.
Yep. Lobster, handy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, come on. You don't have to buy me dinner for that.
That's good, man. That's what brothers do, you know. You can
Yeah,
be.
Mike gets me. I get my moments. You guys know that.
We all get our moments.
Yeah.
Josh has seen me at my worst, so I got nothing to hide with him.
The thing is, though, you can give your best moments, but you gotta fucking own it. You gotta man up.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike's got a request. It's called the Texas handshake.
The shake weight.
You know how hard this is to do?
Shake weight.
Not if you've been in prison. It's like,
No, you got to go up and down with your fist and around with your thumb. It's like the thing.
Wow.
One
Now
time
that I can do. Well, you couldn't see my belly, but
this one time.
but I could, live long and prosper. Nanu.
Josh can two-step like a motherfucker. I've been in meetings and watched him dance before. It's quite impressive.
Oh boy! And with having this job, my skills have improved. I think I've leveled up at least twice.
Really?
Oh boy, it's a game now.
It's a game now. I still remember the first time. This again. With Matty Stewart. I was like, oh, here we go.
And it's only gotten worse. So.
Oh, I bet.
Age has not been good for diplomacy.
I think you two are the only one that knows what the fuck you're talking about.
It is. It's inside stories. Pissing people off, saying the wrong things at the wrong times to the wrong people.
In a room full of the wrong people.
Being not even officially reprimanded, just being,
Yeah.
Which is worse to me than getting a write-up, because it's like now I'm in a room getting bitched at by somebody like I'm their child instead of getting written up.
Yeah, agreed.
That's because you were acting like a child.
No, it's because I said the wrong thing to the wrong person. Yet what I said wasn't wrong.
It wasn't professional is the problem.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I get that all the time.
I said you were acting like a child because you did it on purpose.
No, that one was more of an exasperation, just like Jesus Christ.
Hey, Mike's taking this shit all the way.
Now what's he want? Sleepover?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get him a motor or something, but we're not having no sleepover.
Really? Because I heard a 24 of Bud sleepovers go really good.
No, last time I had a sleepover with Mike, he recorded me snoring. I'm good with that.
That's the worst that happened? Seriously?
Ask Eric what happened last time he fell asleep near me and Josh.
It was bad, dude. He got me good. I know why.
If anybody wants to see that, I do believe it's still pinned as the top video on the FPV Noob Tube.
Oh, yeah, I think it is, actually.
Fucking
it was
brilliant.
It was pretty good.
We haven't topped it yet.
I got something coming.
Yeah,
So-
so we got a week.
I'll talk to you later, Josh. Yeah.
So who was the guy who was doing the resin things, the clear resin stuff?
Thomas.
Who was that? Thomas?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Chuck with a dildo unicorn head, cast in clear aluminum, I will pay him money.
Whoa.
Talk to Thomas.
Clear aluminum.
I don't
Clear
know.
resin, sorry.
Oh, all right. I'm like, I know that's a thing, but that's not really manufacturable at this point.
Yeah, I was thinking clear aluminum, dude. But do you got like $1 billion fucking budget? I'm thinking
That shit ain't cheap.
Transparent aluminum. That would be awesome. So did you hear the MIT finally made metal hydrogen? Metallic hydrogen?
No. Wait. I heard something. I don't know what it was, though.
Well, some people are trying to refute. They're refuting it because they weren't able to recreate it using their process, and they're kind of disputing the amount of force you can apply with the two particular diamond configuration they had. But basically, it's the same stuff. It's at the core of Saturn or Jupiter. I can't remember which one.
One of those.
Yeah, the pressure's so high that hydrogen turns into
No,
metal.
wasn't it that moon that they're thinking there could be life on?
Europa.
Yeah.
No, it's actually a giant. It has to be in a huge gas giant.
Gas giant. That's right.
Because the amount of pressure.
I heard there's life in Uranus. They talk a lot of shit.
Our nerd level just.
There used to be, but it died.
Wow, that was like a dad joke to like the wow. That's all I got.
Yeah, I know.
I skipped it.
I know. Nah. I geek out on stuff like that, like the article Josh sent out with the about the DNA folding. That was pretty cool.
I know. I love stuff like that. I don't always understand all of it, but a lot of those articles, if they can break it down enough to where I can understand it, I have a huge appreciation for what's being said and what people have done.
Yep,
So
exactly.
the cool part about that is, if you think about it, they were saying that there's 10,000 folds in a strand of DNA, and based on a sub sort of DNA, it determines which direction it folds. So technically, that means it's 2 to the 10,000th power of the different combinations of cells that a strand of DNA can make, which is pretty fucking awesome. Yeah.
Marcel, you like that, bro? Yeah.
What?
I finally, in one time in my life with my job, I can actually grow a beard, and they don't yell at me.
Nah, I can't do it. I tried. Chuck made fun of me, and I'm never doing it again.
Pussy.
Well, you are what you eat, dude. Where'd I go?
Hey, you heard Eric today, dude. He started using the beard oil. The itchies are gone.
It's okay.
See, Joe, you just gotta let it grow. Let it grow to where you gotta let it get big and fluffy. Like 2 days ago, I was like this, but you just gotta trim it up, and that's what you get.
Yeah, but mine grows all the way around, so that looks like Chewbacca's asshole when I do it. So no.
You gotta
Now
do that.
even more.
You gotta let it grow out, and then you trim it up.
Nah, my balls look about like Chuck's chin. I'm good with that.
My balls look a lot like your chin.
Oh man. No,
Oh,
I just can't do it. I've tried it.
I can't believe we gained a viewer.
Sucker.
You walked into the wrong place, motherfucker. It's like,
They'll make me take my shirt off.
congratulations. Welcome to the other side of the internet.
Right.
God, I wish I still had the silicone balls.
Well,
That's
that's all right, because I'm going to throw in the towel anyway. Work comes early.
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
And I got to build something to break. So
You better build a few things, bro. We're going to be doing some flying, like real flying. Not this pussy shit you're used to.
well, I fixed the Armatan, so I got the Basher if we got the target drone. So is it Eric bringing the target drone or Chris?
I don't know, but I don't know about no target drone, but I do know there's going to be a quad derby happening.
Yeah. I was going to say every drone's a target drone if you think about it.
It's true. Try hard enough.
We're going to put as many quads as we can in the air at once and battle royale.
Send it, guys.
Well, I'll be using my analog ones for that because that ain't gonna work on the DJIs. So just because of signal. Oh, and that is one thing, Plummet. You will notice you will have to be very careful with your DJI. Is what frequency they're on and what you're on, because you only have, I think, 9 frequencies, 7 frequencies. So you need to really, whenever you power up around people, you gotta be extra careful on that one.
You know what? I fly with a dude that uses that shit all the time, and he's never blown me out on turn on, being right next to my goggles while I'm flying. It doesn't. My quad could be right there. It doesn't matter.
I've blown out Chris and I've blown out Eric, and I plug in, they all start screaming. So I presume it's It's a problem with the interference, but
Yeah, you
I mean,
guys.
there's Doc who
You guys
then
know
there's Doc who runs everything at 1200. So
you're at 1200. Yeah, I'm doing that.
no. Well, Doc runs all of his analog shit at like 1200. So and then he'll stand right next to you, turn on, and you're like, motherfucker.
TBS Unify, you can grill cheese on.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Dude,
It has to fly.
DJI, dude, that air unit, dude, in less than 30 seconds, that fucker is boiling. If
Yeah,
you
you
don't
can't touch that. I'm wondering about this because of the size. I'm wondering what it's going to do for heat.
You know what? I heard something that there's a difference in latency between the two cameras.
Yeah, that's why I got it. I'm gonna try it.
That's the one with the shitty camera.
This is the Caddx one.
So can you put the good camera on the Caddx fucking thing?
Can't see why you can't.
Because it's the camera itself that gets worse latency.
Mm.
Well, I could try it. I've got a spare. Good experiment. Do I have to do print some more mounts once your fucking camera mounts are done? Jesus, you're killing me.
I tried to get that shit going like fucking 5 days ago.
I keep trying to talk him into buying a 3D printer for his truck, but he's like, oh, I don't have the room for that.
Oh, the fuck you don't.
I don't have hours in a day to try and be leveling that motherfucker every time I want to print something.
It doesn't really matter though. The plate, once you got, it doesn't matter if it's tilted this way. Once you got the plate level with the machine, you're fine.
Have you ever ridden in a truck?
Yeah.
That was weird.
You're gonna be fucked. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, I'd be going through Michigan, through Detroit. Like, yeah bro.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I know. I'm looking at mine right now. I'm like, yeah, don't do that.
Freestyle, what up, big dog? We're about to get the hell out of here. Josh is begging.
Yeah, see. Taking up all my
Cool as hell.
Yeah, he's charging. Have you seen that, Josh? He's fucking printing 3 at one time. Crazy fuck.
Yeah, very efficiently too, the way they're nested.
Yeah, but I'm printing fast, so they're printing kind of sloppy, so I'll have to peel off the exoskeleton when they're done. But
shows me you love me.
Oh, and that's that trunk.
And we lost him.
Lost who?
There you are. Your lips were moving, but nothing was coming out.
Many people would pray for that to happen in real life. But,
Yeah, I agree.
no, that's the trunks. That trunk stuff that I used. The blue stuff that you guys liked. That's the same stuff but yellow. So ordered a bunch of more colors and that stuff because that stuff prints awesome.
It does. It just rips apart when you look at it funny.
Mm.
Are you talking about the one that we made that the boundary layers were bad?
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah, I think one of these, it had more to do. This is one of the old designs, and like it just comes apart everywhere. But I say everywhere. There is some layer cohesion issues.
Okay.
With this, but almost like it wasn't getting quite hot enough. But then part of it was, design elements that I didn't know I needed to be aware of.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, plus putting it on its side lets the layers set better, as Mike showed us.
Yeah, the first ones that we did, we printed from the bottom up. Now they're on their side, so we shouldn't have that issue anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Freaking. Yeah.
I think that's version 1.1.
Dude, he sent me 2 of them. One of them wasn't usable because the ND filter thing was just all fuckled up. And I use them every time now. But the other one's still going. Now, I did take my iron and kind of melt the skin on the outside, but I do that to most of my prints I get, just because it holds together better when you do that.
Guaranteed to straighten pews.
I've got one of those now.
See, I had to deal with my soldering iron with my new quad, the GI, because the camera mount was thick, dude. I didn't print it. It came with a frame. It's thick, so I couldn't get the screws in there to fucking mount the camera. So I took my soldering iron, went halfway in, just enough to where I could screw the fucking screws in. You know what I mean?
I've also made these for work.
All right, Bane.
Why did I suddenly think of the new version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? I don't know.
Sub-Zero, actually, but all right.
Yeah, that's not what happened.
Yeah, I printed those up for work, so. But now I
Tank
don't have to go.
RC, hello.
Who's that?
Tank RC.
Tank, man, I haven't seen him.
The Tank RC.
The Tank.
All right, guys. It is almost 11 o'clock. My ass has got to go to bed. I do got to work tomorrow.
Gentlemen.
Josh's fingers been hovering over the end button for the past 20 minutes.
I enjoy this, but I keep telling myself it's going to get even better in a couple days. So,
Yeah. Marcel, I have many fetishes.
This is not the show for that.
all right, guys.
All right,
Well,
homie.
Whoa, I
All
thought that
right,
was.
and I'm out for the day. See you guys.
Well, you guys, we will be in touch. Some of you guys, originally I thought we were going to have a hump day while Chuck was here, but of course then I realized after I said it that I was wrong. Had my weeks mixed up.
Maybe we'll fuck around. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. So you guys have a great rest of your week. Happy hump day, and we'll catch you on the flip.
Later.